Hey y'all! Hey guys, welcome back to Kid Life Crisis. We're Sue and Omar.
As parents of twin toddlers, we know how hard it can be to find time for a date night. So when you do get the time to go out, why not go all out?
Alright, so you guys know that show on Netflix, Bridgerton. Season 2 came out. Fantastic. Along with that, Netflix hosted a party here in LA and also in London called the Queen's Ball, a Bridgerton Experience. Mm-hmm. We were lucky enough to go. You definitely should try it, and here's our review. Well, first of all, you go in and it's just like this grand, it's this old hotel in LA called the Biltmore, which has a lot of Hollywood history, really beautiful.
Never seen that place before. It was
no,
so cool.
It was awesome. And so you go in, it's completely beautiful, and
Academy Award winners, pictures on the walls.
Yeah, really, really fun.
When this kind of thing comes up, you start to wonder, like, oh, are we going to be the only people dressing up? This is Regency London, 1813, so it's really period. So the costumes that we managed to get off Amazon, everyone was asking us about them, and they were pretty cheap. Like, they didn't cost us that much. I think it was like $100 for the 2 outfits in total.
I actually got my dress from Ross. It was just a random find. I went in there to get some shoes and found this dress, and I was like, oh my gosh,
it's so perfect. You were a princess, a duchess, and I was a duke. So I had my kind of duke's outfit. Tried to model Roger John Page, and I will say that him and me are basically neck and neck, frankly.
Did a great job.
But you do wonder, are people going to go all out with this? Are we going to just be look weird and everyone's going to be in t-shirts and stuff?
Mind you, that did not stop us from dressing up and being ridiculous.
Neither should it stop you.
We were prepared to be the only ones dressed up.
But LA, people are just they go all out, you can trust that here.
Love
people want to be in the show. They basically probably auditioned to be in the show, and now they're getting to live out all their wild fantasies, and so did we. And so we had a bit of fun with almost like a Lady Whistledown type story where the voice, I wrote it, and it was the voice of Lady Whistledown describing the night, and that she saw us there as a potential couple that the Queen might like. There were lots of actors there who were just mingling with people, and they'd come up to you and make conversation with you. If they thought you were single, they might try and flirt a little bit. Mm-hmm. It's run by the company called Secret Cinema and Fever, and they're actually a British company. I know them well from a long time ago, and they always create these incredible worlds where people are all dressed up, and it's you enter the world. I remember back in England they did one about Back to the Future. They recreated Sunnyvale. They had the tower, the clock tower, and everything
cool.
Everyone there was dressed up. We did one in the pandemic with Stranger Things, but that was a drive-through.
Yeah.
So this was the first time to really experience it, and it was so awesome.
It was so great, and it really did feel like you were transported into another time.
Yeah.
And so once you get past the bar, you go into this big room, which you think is the end of it, because the Queen's throne is there, and there's people taking pictures. You get your portrait made, a classic.
Old,
1800s portrait,
Yeah, it's almost like a painting, like an
oil
painting.
Oil painting, yeah. There was a modiste. You could go in there and see different outfits, costumes from the show that people had worn. It was so cool. Romantic lighting and picture opportunities and bars where you could have different drinks, and they had them named after the cast, which is cool. Omar had Birds of a Featherington. And I can't remember my drink, so we won't talk about that.
I will say the drinks were also very good. Tasted really good.
Very strong?
Very strong, but very good. Well, the first people to go to the throne before the Queen, which, by the way, big deal. No one knew about it. Everyone was getting these pictures at the photo booth. And, the throne is just hanging out on its
just
own.
There.
It's empty. So we were some guy came up, all dressed up, and he said, do you guys want to have a picture on the Queen's throne? And I said, may we? And they said, yes, you may. So we sat down, and we got our pictures taken, looking very nice. We turn around, everyone is there waiting now to take the photo opportunity, because they're like, duh, why didn't I do that?
Yeah, trendsetters,
if you will.
And then came the Queen's arrival, which there was all a scuttlebutt, if you will. A scuttlebutt.
The place was abuzz. We're
all drinking and mingling, and then you just kind of get this buzz, and then Omar gets yelled at bow to the queen.
Bow to the queen. Bow. And I'm like, okay, let me do my thing. I'd practiced, there are these great videos that they do on the website, which was like getreadyforthequeensball.com or something. You would get ready with like videos of how to bow and how to curtsy and how to just kind of walk around and be a Regency person. Yes. So it was really cool. So I practiced, and there's a lot of like hand flipping and all that stuff. So you do that, and I bowed.
And I curtsied. I did my very best, but I do not think it was... Well, she was fine with it.
Yeah.
Omar, she was enthralled by it. His bow.
Well, I think she liked both of us. We got a comment of something like, that's one of the better ones we've seen. It's kind of a double-sided compliment in a way, because it's like, well, is what you've seen terrible, and so we're just like a little bit better than terrible, or is it actually good?
Darling bows from the darling couple.
All right, so then we think this is already like the most incredible thing.
Yeah.
And we think that's it, and then there's like a bell, right? And they open these doors, and you go into this grand ballroom, and I mean it was grand.
Huge.
Flowers and lights and a huge dance floor. These two dancers in the middle that were supposed to be, I think, the Duke and the Duchess, and they were dancing, and it was just like everyone was just so in awe of this space. So you walk around. We got our drink stolen.
Yeah, that's true. I got another one free though, so just tell the management that it got taken. They were like, yeah, get him another one. I was like, I should have been doing this all night.
Pro tip. We just got to dance like Regency style, and they taught us how to do it, and it was just so fun.
It was so fun, and like the dancing was incredible. I think they were ballet trained, and so they were like incredible cores that could just like beat you up with just their core, holding amazing poses, and it was such a beautiful night, and like everyone was just really, like, you could tell that everyone there was just like so happy to be there and into it. Like people were like doing this kind of stuff, and like who does that? It's like we're not living in
like, literally everyone was 1800s to the 1800s,
100%,
and we just all just believed it.
Yeah,
like for that night.
We
are all there.
And they were playing contemporary music with like classical instruments. It was amazing, just like in the show they do that. And then they announced the Diamond of the Season, which was a big moment because they had, all kinds of this like stage in the middle, and this lady comes up, and she'd like dressed up, and she wasn't like the fanciest person there, and I think that was great because they just picked anyone at random. It was just so awesome. They picked people randomly, so it just meant that anyone had a chance to win, right? Like, I didn't see a guy win, but I can see. But yeah, she got picked, and she went up on the stage, and they had like confetti falling, and it was like magical, and
everything was magical.
Yeah. Now I did a thing on our stories which was kind of fun, where I pretended that Sue won the Diamond of the Season, and you kind of can't tell, and it was really cool, and so maybe people thought that.
But not really true, because I'm already betrothed, and to be a diamond
to this guy,
you must be single.
Sorry guys, she with me. Take it. Send it.
Send it.
Send it.
That's not true. It's not the diamond.
But we told Instagram that you were, and therefore it is true.
There's no one that imitates Lady Whistledown more than Omar.
That's true. I'm basically, Lady Whistledown is me, and I am Lady Whistledown.
It's true. If you go by his Instagram, that's very true.
Yeah.
You would think that maybe this is a spam account for Lady Whistledown.
That's very true. Oh, by the way, at the end of that, huge dance party.
Yeah, then they just let you go free.
Yeah.
And so you're just Bridgerton style, just dancing to
like pop music with violins and stuff like that.
Violins in the back. Yeah. It was so great. And then they lined us all up, which was my very favorite part of the whole night.
Well, they lined us up in these two lines. It was so fun. And like you kind of do these things where you like grab each other's arms and like men on one side, women on the other side, and you like swap over. It was really cool, like Regency dance. And so and after that whole night, it was only like an hour and a half, but we felt like we were transported, and what an amazing night it was. We would highly recommend it to anyone. It was like so fun, and it just felt great to like kind of dress up and be in that mode and that spirit, and kind of was like, oh man, I wish you kind of lived in that world a little bit. And then you come back like, well, there wasn't any internet or phones, but
or medical care. People died of these things.
It's true.
So.
Spoiler alert. We would so recommend this night. It's fantastic. If you're in London or in LA, totally go and see it if you can. If you're not in those places, because most people aren't, then we hope this kind of inspires you a little bit. Maybe do a Regency night at your own home. Maybe get your friends around, get dressed up. You can get the costumes on Amazon, get them delivered, and just have a ball of it, literally.
A ball.
Get some drinks.
Bridgerton. It's back on Netflix. Season 2, just as good as the first, I think, in my opinion. I watched it without Omar. You know, I can't wait around. If you're not there, if you're not going to binge with me, sorry.
You know how like they
keep
say,
the train moving.
Apparently there's a thing in relationships where you're supposed to watch a show together. It only apparently applies one way. So like I can't watch a show without Sue if she wants to watch it. But if she wants to watch a show, it's like, you're busy.
Correct. Follow us for more tips. Just like that one.
That is
a primo
marriage
tip.
That is not a tip. That's not a tip.
Yes. We're always trying to do more epic date nights because obviously parents need to let their hair down more than anyone.
Frankly. If you've got any more comments, we'd love to hear them just about things that you've done. Just put them in the comments below. We'd love to make a video about it. Anything you'd like to see that we could try out or something that you've enjoyed. We really want to bust the myth that fun ends when you become a parent. So, you know, if you like this and you want more of this, please like and subscribe. And thanks for watching.
Bye. Wait. Bye.
Oh, do a Queen's wave.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Cheerio.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe, please.
Thank you.
Be a dear and like and subscribe.